So I should be on the vertical live now. Is that what's happening? Oh, there we go. There we go. We do. So now we're on the vertical live stream. Okay, okay. Cool. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to figure out this new software, guys, so just bear with me. Just bear with me a moment. Trying to figure out how to do... Okay, what's up, y'all? What's up? We're on the Vertical Live now on the OBS Studio. Vertical Live now on the OBS Studio. I'm just trying to figure out the software and everything, guys. Just trying to figure this all out here. So, yeah. So this is pretty cool, guys. Let's listen to see what let's listen to see what's going on here.
Design trials that have come out that have showed safety and efficacy.
The federal government.
Oh yeah, this was what Trump said there.
Is not good.
It's not good.
I'll say it.
It's not good. It's not
In a rambling statement, long on opinion, but with little new science, President Donald Trump said the FDA would tell doctors that the use of acetaminophen or Tylenol in pregnancy can increase the risk of autism.
Okay, I don't know about this. I don't think.
FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty
Honestly, I don't think
pointing
that's
to several
true.
studies.
I don't think that's true. What do you guys think? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. No. We're going to check out some more live news right now and see what everyone's talking about.
I have a 27-year-old son, Connor, who's a very liberal Democrat. And I told him this was happening, and he just paused for a minute, and he said, "Thank you, Dad. I'm so proud of you." Because this is something Democrats have wanted for 20 years. Republicans have wanted for 20 years. Everybody said they're going to do it. Nobody has even taken a step towards doing it. And the reason was because it was such a daunting task. And, you know, even all of the negotiators, you see, I also want to thank Howard Lutnick. This would not have happened without him. But even all of the negotiators here and all the people on at HHS and at the White House team,
Like, look what it's saying here, guys. It's saying there's a government shutdown in 5 hours and 43 minutes. Government shutdown. What is going on here, guys? What is going on? There's a government shutdown. Like, how is this even possible that there's a government shutdown? What is going on here? This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Drop it in the comments below what you guys think. Drop it in the comments below. Let's listen on here.
With his doggedness, his persistence, he saw this clearly in a way that none of us other, in its most simplest terms. Why are we spending more on this country than any other country? Why are we spending 75% of the revenues that come to the pharmaceutical industry? We're doing all the research.
What is going on here, guys?
Is riding on our slipstream.
This really is crazy.
And President Trump, I would say
5 hours, 43 minutes, shutdown deadline. Government shutdown.
I was getting calls at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
And Dr. Oz back there.
And you got to get MFN done. And at one point, Dr. Oz told me I can't take the president's calls anymore. I have a lot of reasons. My wife has a lot of reasons to say to me about different things that happen in my life.
This is crazy news, guys. This is crazy news.
I don't get anxiety. This gave me anxiety. Oh, thank you, President Trump.
Hey, YouTube, I'm sorry about the live streams before. YouTube be playing, you guys. YouTube be playing. They said I was doing reuse content. I tried to monetize my channel. It said reuse content. So we downloaded OBS and we're starting to do the live streams a little bit different, y'all. So I figured out how to get you guys in the vertical still, to bring you guys the vertical live stream news. So let's get back to it.
It's somebody, a president who has a vision and makes that vision happen. And I can't think of any other president of the United States who could have done this in our history. I'm very grateful to you. This is an extraordinary benefit.
Like,
the American people, thank you for your vision, President Trump.
A government shutdown, y'all. A government shutdown. What does that mean?
To health and well-being of the American people. Never has a president stood up so bravely for the American
What
people.
does that mean for all of us?
With respect to health care.
Like, what does that mean?
By the way, I forgot to thank Albert Burley. Albert and I have had a long history of antipathy and antagonism toward each other. But
This really is crazy stuff, you guys.
And this took tremendous courage, and he really created a template for corporate responsibility, for putting public health ahead of his individual interests. So I'm very, very grateful to you for that, Albert. Under the leadership of President Trump, the U.S. government is now acting as a tough negotiator on behalf of the American people. Today is about fairness, it's about equality, it's about giving hope to those who are trying to stay healthy, who are managing illness, and who are fighting for their lives. We refuse to make the most vulnerable citizens continue to pay an unthinkable price for the world's pharmaceutical breakthroughs, which we pay for. This policy is a shield for the chronically ill who have carried the burden of high drug costs for far too long. It's a signal to every American family that we're finally putting their health and financial security first. And it sets a new standard, one that says we won't write blank checks to the drug industry any longer. No family
No blank checks.
forced to choose between filling a prescription and putting food on the table. Americans should not be gouged paying 300 or 400 or 1,000%.
This is crazy, you guys. Look at this. Deadline.
The exact same drug, many times.
Look at that.
In the same factory in New Jersey.
What?
And sold in Great Britain.
Government shutdown in 5 hours and 40 minutes, you guys. Government shutdown in 5 hours and 40 minutes. What is that? This is crazy, you guys. This is crazy.
And that chronic disease last year cost $150,000 to treat. And the mother had to choose whether she was going to take that money and spend it on her or her daughter. And she spent it on her daughter. So she had to make that choice. It's a choice that no mother should have to make. We did a roundtable recently on drug prices. One patient spent more than $180,000 on one drug.
Holy, $180,000.
Worked 3 jobs to make ends meet. One almost quit her job and moved to Germany to get the drug cheaper. Some looked at getting the drug on unsafe secondary markets. Because
Yeah, you want to be careful with that stuff.
markets. Today, we begin to right that ship. For the mother trying to help her child get better, for grandmother at the pharmacy counter, and for millions of Americans who want to restore their health. Today is about another promise made by President Trump and another promise kept by President Trump to the American people. And it's only just the beginning. This is all thanks to your unwavering leadership, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a fine line between vision and hallucination. People have to follow you for it to be a vision. And President Trump, you made a lot of people following you, an idea that most people thought was not possible, even remotely. And when we have that shared vision, and I'll speak to some of the people who are involved in this process, because there was incredible effort that gives me great pride to serve in this administration. And the fact that it did not leak is also an issue of pride for us, because these were tough challenges. And Albert Bourla looks very calm up here and cat-like, but he is ferocious when you get him in a negotiating room. This is
my
pharmaceutical companies that we are negotiating with.
This is crazy, guys. This is crazy stuff.
My son Oliver, who I told about this deal as we was walking over here, is a Republican. And you know what he said? Thank you for making us proud. Because it's not just a Democratic problem, it's a Republican problem. This has not happened before. And it took a crusader like President Trump, with the support of Secretary Kennedy, Secretary Lutnick, I see the vice presidents here as well, just unwavering, dogged pursuit of change.
Wow, guys, wow.
Admit that I know the president has me on speed dial, and most of the time when he would call me, as Secretary Kennedy alluded to, it was about MFN, and he always had reasons why we needed to go faster and why people were being hurt today, because we're allowing the kinds of pricing that had been tolerated for so many decades in America. The time of the day didn't matter, the day of the week didn't matter.
What's he saying about the Tylenol? Is he saying the Tylenol's no good?
Important part of what he saw as his legacy, which is why it brings such pride to all of us up here and many others to deliver it. And the laser focus that the president had on this, which he shared with me.
I don't think Tylenol causes autism, guys. I'm sorry.
And has reminded me frequently since, made it a top priority for us as well at CMS. Now, to do this, you have to have tactics, not just vision, but tactics. And the first tactic the president shared was to introduce me to Albert Bourla. He took us to dinner with Secretary Kennedy, and he argued, and he's a great deal maker, as you know, that if you're going to make a deal of this scope, of this nature,
It's this crazy stuff, guys. Listen in.
So the president lit the kindling. He got the embers going. But
Yeah.
he needed us to nurture that beginning of a fire, so they would blaze into what today we can announce as the grand deal, one of the greatest ever, certainly in the space of pharmaceuticals. I gained to respect Albert, and I'll tell you why, in particular. It was because he recognized the dangerous problems facing so many Americans, that they had to choose between taking medications prescribed by their doctor that could be life-saving, or shopping at the grocery store, paying for.
You shouldn't have to choose.
Fundamentally important need that
You guys in the States have it really bad with the healthcare.
Often worse.
I'm telling you, really bad with the healthcare, you guys.
Not filled in the pharmacy because of this. We talked through the winter.
I mean, now,
We talked through the spring.
don't get me wrong. In Canada here, our healthcare is messed up too. I mean, we don't have to pay. We don't have to pay out of pocket if we go to the hospital, say if we get injured or something like that, right? But prescriptions and stuff like that we do pay for, unless you have a medical plan.
We talked through the summer, and we got nowhere. We stalled. The industry is powerful. They're important. They have smart people. There's no reason for them to give the numbers that the president is articulating today. You see these numbers on the.
Right, Dr. Roz, you had Secretary Kennedy as well talking about the Trump RX website that will launch next year for discounted prescription drugs. So we'll
what?
on that story for you right here on Live Now from Fox. I do want to go out to a live event, though. There's an active protest going on right now in the city of Chicago here, just right outside.
Oh my, look at this, you guys. An active protest here in Chicago.
Protest continues against ICE and National Guard troops.
What does that
in
say?
the city. Let's listen in on Live Now.
Listen, look at this, look at this, look at this. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting used to the software, too. My bad. Oh, my. That says no Trump. Trump stealing. What?
Right outside of Trump Tower in Chicago.
Right outside Trump Tower, that is.
Chicago officials.
Holy cow! So they're
Members continuing to speak right now near this protest. Let's listen on Live Now from Fox.
Let's see what they say here.
Be clear who the problem is. It's a billionaire president who's doing crypto schemes and hanging out at the golf
Crypto
course.
schemes.
It is not an immigrant working class mom
What?
with kids who's sending their kid to public school.
What?
So let us be clear about what's going on here. Let us be real.
What is he saying about Trump, though?
This BS. We need leadership in this moment, and we need leadership to deliver for the working people of this country. Thank you.
Let's see. Protesters gather in downtown Chicago against ICE.
Yes, children were taken. That is what we're hearing from the neighbors that recorded that their videos that are out there, that children were taken in the middle of the night. And children
Were taken in what?
This is an extension of the horror that we have been seeing for several weeks now.
Yo,
one
chat.
thing
What?
that I want to make very clear is that we're going to continue fighting. We have rapid response teams all over the city and the state, because what we are going to say is not here in our city and not here in our state. We are going to protect folks from the north side to the south side to the suburbs, everywhere that they are. Because
Double tap that screen, y'all, if you like the content you're seeing here today on the Random Thoughts Outdoors studio. We're bringing you guys live breaking news. Basically anytime I can, you guys. So leave the notifications on. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And okay, let's get back to it.
Any other questions?
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you all.
This is wild stuff, you guys. Wild stuff. Like, how is the government going to shut down? That's what I'm thinking about. So we're going to try to bring you guys the live coverage as we can get it to you guys, right? And like I said, I'm here on... Oh, listen. Holy, they're just... This is some wild stuff we're seeing here, guys. How's the audio and video quality, you guys? Drop it in the comments below. Let me know. How's the audio video? No human is illegal, they're saying. Power to the people, no human is illegal. That's what they're saying. Power to the people, no human is illegal. Oh.
When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. All right, there's plenty of space uphill. There's plenty of space uphill. Please make your way up. And those on the sidelines, please let them go through, y'all.
Wow.
Thank you. When Chicago is under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When Chicago is under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that.
This is crazy, you guys. It's like,
What do we do? Stand up like that. When refugees are under attack, what do we do?
this is not good. This is not good. This is really not good.
Under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that.
Wow, 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 wow.
Attack, what do we do? Stand up like that.
So honestly, what do you guys think about this whole situation that's going on down here with ICE? This is wild stuff, guys. Wild, wild, wild stuff.
What do we do? Stand up like that. When black people are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When healthcare is under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When students are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that.
Oh my, guys.
Stand up like that. What do we do?
My prayers go out to everyone that was involved, or anyone that was involved at all in the church shooting, by the way, guys. So prayers go out. My prayers go out to all these people here as well, who are trying their hardest to have their word heard, you know what I mean? I guess freedom of speech too, right? Free speech, so
Donald Trump means we gotta fight back. Donald Trump means we gotta fight back. Donald Trump means
we gotta fight back. Is that what they're saying? Donald Trump means we gotta fight back.
Donald Trump means
Trump stealing, you're right.
Donald Trump means we gotta fight back.
Trump in Chicago won't distract from Epstein files. Yeah, see, there you go. Release the files, right? Release the files. Release the files.
Donald Trump means we gotta fight back.
We gotta fight back.
Donald Trump means we gotta fight back. Donald Trump means we gotta fight back. Trump, escucha, estamos
Yeah, they're upset with people who are enforcing the law. They don't like it. Vote and get the laws changed.
escucha.
Yeah. Honest to God, right? Honest to God.
Trump, escucha.
This is,
Trump,
I mean, it's on one hand, right? On one hand, they're gonna complain.
escucha.
They're gonna complain about the illegal immigrants and everything and this and that, and now they're gonna deport all these illegal immigrants and that, and now they're now they're saying, oh well, all people are free and that, right? Like, no racism, sexism, fascism. You think half these people even know what they're protesting about? They're just trying to be part of a cause or something too, right? Maybe? I don't know, guys. You guys are getting a complete unbiased. Look, shutdown deadline, 5 hours, 26 minutes.
Now at under 5.5 hours.
Holy. What do you guys think's gonna happen? Drop it in the comments below. Is there gonna be a shutdown? Is there gonna be a government shutdown? Is that what's gonna happen here?
We have Senator Chuck Schumer. Let's listen in.
Let's listen in here, guys.
In a few minutes, the Senate is going to vote on the Republican partisan status quo bill. It's a partisan status quo bill. The Republican CR was the wrong option for America a week ago. It remains the wrong option today because it does nothing, absolutely nothing, to solve the biggest healthcare crisis in America.
You think that a masked mob is okay? Yeah, that looked a little dangerous. That looked like it could get out of hand very easily.
Them that their healthcare premiums are about to shoot up by an average of 114%.
Healthcare premiums are going up 114%.
Family that
What?
needs healthcare, this is a huge increase. It's going to dramatically hurt them. And our Republican colleagues
They're just
want to
using
do nothing
buzzwords
about it.
and spouting the
4
same dumb
million
stuff
people
over
are
and
about to
over.
lose coverage.
Right?
24 million people will see their health care costs go up. And even if you don't have ACA,
24 million people
the
are going to see their
insurers
health care go
will
up.
raise rates on you because they're getting so much less money because of all the cuts my colleagues made. This is a crisis. Now, I know the leader.
There's definitely something crazy going on, you guys.
That Democrats will be blamed for the shutdown. There are many more polls that show Republicans are blamed. The question in that poll is biased.
Republicans are
In the
blamed.
New York Times, but it's biased. If you
The Republicans, they'll blame the Democrats. The Democrats will blame the Republicans, so.
That's true. I don't always believe the New York Times. You can be sure of that. Neither do you. Okay. But in any case,
Didn't Trump sue the New York Times?
Today. 75%
I'm pretty sure
of
Trump
Americans
sued the New York
support
Times.
extending the tax
Defamation of
premium
character or
credit.
whatever.
63% of Republicans support it. And 45% of voters say
Let's
they'll
go,
blame
guys. Double tap that
Republicans in
screen. We've got
Congress
123
for
people in here
voting
today. We only got
shutdown.
3
Only
likes on this. This is my
33%
very
Democrats.
first vertical
It's
live
natural
stream for you guys.
that people understand
Using the
Donald
OBS
Trump
studio. So you guys,
Republicans
thank you for watching.
want
I
to
really
shut down
appreciate
and
it. Let's get back to it.
Democrats do not. We need to deal with this healthcare crisis now, not later. But the Republican bill fails to do that. I urge my Republican colleagues instead to join with us, work in good faith to keep the government open, keep costs down. This is a totally partisan bill. Not once were we approached about what our input should be.
Yeah, you guys, a government shutdown is not a good thing at all in any way, shape, or
I was
form.
Majority Leader, 13 different times we passed CRs. Why?
13 different
Because
times.
every single one of those 13 times we negotiated with Republicans to keep the government open. We still want to have those negotiations today.
You don't want the government to shut down. There's going to be like,
a bipartisan agreement, a truly bipartisan
oh my, there's going to be like civil
keep the
unrest.
government open. But we need to fix our healthcare
Blah, blah, blah,
system
blah, blah.
now.
Okay.
We need to stop premiums from going up dramatically.
You guys, I'm honestly just trying to bring you guys the news to the vertical live stream in your shorts feed, trying to bring you guys the news, maybe to people that ordinarily wouldn't get the news or wouldn't ordinarily watch the news. You're going to get it right here on the vertical live stream, right here on the Random Thoughts Outdoors studio. Thank you guys. Let's get back to it.
Because they are on our side in terms of getting this.
Don't forget to double tap that screen, guys. The more likes we get, the more people we get in here, the bigger the channel gets, the more news I will get out to you guys, okay? I promise you guys that daily I'll try to get you guys news coverage as much as I possibly can. Promise. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Republicans or not. The issue can't wait. It must be dealt with now, not in November, when it'll be too late. The Republican CR is silent on health care and the wrong option for the country. It's as simple as that.
My cat.
Majority Leader.
5 hours and 22 minutes. Now, when I get up in the morning, we're going to have quite the news broadcast for you guys, because if the government shuts down in 5 hours, there's going to be
24 pages.
some crazy stuff's going to happen, you guys. You watch. You get it right here live on the Random Thoughts Outdoors YouTube channel.
Short term.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, guys. It helps us out more than you think.
Never happened when the Democrats were in the majority. Last year, we never considered an appropriations bill on the floor, even though 11 of them.
Oh, did it? It shut down like 30 times since the 70s?
Not a single one on the floor.
No, it hasn't. They always do an emergency extension. It's never actually shut down. The only time in my lifetime they didn't do this was in 1996 under Clinton. Magda, welcome in, welcome in. Everybody, thank you. Thank you for commenting, everybody. Appreciate it. Don't forget to double tap and subscribe to the channel. I think it's up here. I think it's up here. Or it's up here. You can subscribe to the channel for more breaking news coverage.
Mr. President, my friend, the Democrat leader, and a number of other Democrats have spoken at length on many occasions about the pain that government shutdowns cause Americans.
Okay.
That's it.
The pain that government shutdowns cause Americans. So shouldn't they try to come up to some kind of an agreement now, so that way this doesn't even happen?
He mentioned it.
Maybe that's what they're trying to do, but
My handy.
I'm not sure.
There's a poll right here, the New York Times.
Oh,
by the
he's
way,
got a poll up here. He's got a
this
poll up
morning,
here.
The, Democrat leader
New
is
York
on one of the
Times,
charts.
which I
Thank
thought
you for
Trump
doing
sued
that.
the New York Times.
Makes my point. I'm guessing he may be. You want to use this one? Maybe not. But this one is New York Times. And basically the question on views on whether the Democrats...
There was a shutdown in December 2018, 35 days.
65% should not.
I don't remember that personally, but it's only really been the last little bit that I've been
I don't think the
getting into politics and Yeah, I guess basically you could say politics. It's only been the last little bit I've been getting into politics, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Don't worry. Freedom of speech, remember. Freedom of speech.
A lot of Democrats, a lot of Republicans, a lot of independents want us to keep the government open. So why are the Democrats
I mean,
doing
personally,
this?
I think the government
As was
shouldn't
mentioned
shut
13
down.
times when they had the majority, we did short-term continuing resolutions.
Hey, you guys, maybe this could be the start of a whole new thing, right? Maybe it'll get better. Maybe they'll fix what the problems are if it shuts down. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Jump. The Democrat leaders said how high. But the far left's determination to
Far
oppose
lefts.
anything
Why do they keep...
President Trump has ever said or done is not a good reason for subjecting the American people to the pain of a government shutdown. So
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good, a government shutdown. I really don't think it's going to be good at all. Like, I can't...
Think about what you're doing.
I just can't see how a government shutdown could be good. But again, like I said, maybe it'll help fix the things that are actually wrong, right? So, I don't know.
Democrat leaders may be
Let's
determined
listen
to
back
take
in here.
government funding hostage for their own partisan purposes. You don't have to join them. We can pass a clean
National parks are shut down now. They are operating
of the American people.
on a skeleton crew. Trump already fired, what, 40% of national park workers? Oh, what, he fired 40% of the national park
Question is on the
workers?
motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
They can't even clean the toilets at the parks anymore.
Ayes appear to have it.
Fix itself by shutting down. It's not a
Motion is agreed to.
I don't know. I don't know. This is, like I said, you guys are going to get the complete unbiased, unbiased news coverage here, guys, and opinions and stuff, and reactions from me, right? That's
Ayes
this.
do have it. The motion
It's
is
unbiased, you
agreed to.
guys, because I don't really know. I'm learning here with you guys. You guys can help me learn too.
Question occurs on passage
Thank you,
of the bill
guys.
upon reconsideration.
Mr. President, I ask for the ayes and nays.
Is there sufficient second?
Justin says shut it down.
To be?
We're going to see. We're going to see.
Call the roll.
We're 5 hours and 18 minutes away.
Happening now, we are hearing another vote that is happening on the Senate floor.
What do you guys think's going to happen? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is it going to shut down? Are we going to have a shutdown? Is that what's going to happen here? The United States of America government is going to shut down? Did they run out of budget or something as of tonight, as of midnight?
It is expected to fail, just like the Democratic alternative just failed moments ago, 53 to 47. Senate defeated the Democratic alternative to fund the government for a month. Again, that vote was 53.
Let's go. We got 321 people watching right now. Don't forget to double tap that screen, guys. Double tap that screen if you want to get more live news coverage from the Random Thoughts Outdoors YouTube studio. You got to double tap that screen, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll be bringing you guys live news coverage daily. I'm going to try to get live news coverage daily for you guys. Look at that.
Be back with more in just moments on Live Now.
Yeah, they're going to go on. They're going to go on a quick little break. But they will be back in 2 minutes. Let's see now. Let's see now. See, I like the Fox. I like the Fox broadcast of the news because it just gives a lot of. Oh, this is the same thing we were watching, right? The same thing we were watching. Just on a different yeah, just on a different stream. Just on a different stream, but yeah, we'll
Was injured in that shooting that also was an arson as well. We want to go out right now to Grand Blanc, Michigan. That is where we find Fox News' Chelsea Torres joining us. And Chelsea, you learned a little bit from a man that had a recent run-in with the suspected shooter. What do we know?
Oh, they're talking about the shooting. There's this.
Yeah,
Must be talking
right,
about the
Mike.
church.
You know, there's still no official motive yet, but one man spoke to us. He's actually running for a city office here, and he says that he spoke to that suspect.
At least 4 killed and 8 injured in shooting at Michigan church.
He says that the suspect didn't seem violent, but he went on a rant about the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Can you even imagine somebody going into a church and shooting it up now? Can you even imagine that?
Christian. They put
What
people
is
above
that?
Jesus,
Like,
and
that
really
is-
what I walked away with, the statement I'll never forget was that Mormons are the Antichrist.
My prayers go out to anybody at all that has been touched by this in any way. My prayers go out to everybody involved, anybody involved at all in any way. Look at this. This is terrible seeing right now. Oh my, like you never see a church burn, like I don't even want to say it.
The FBI even told us that
Look at that. Isn't that awful?
Interviews as they search for a motive. One shooting survivor talked about the moment he saw the gunman holding.
Yeah, motive. He was loopy. He was crazy, probably. You know what I mean? He probably needed severe mental health help.
The door open with the shooter and with his rifle. That's when I tried to drive away, and that's when he shot at us.
Oh, could you imagine that, going to church and getting shot at? Oh, like what? And then he burns it down. I heard it was IEDs or something.
The youngest injured was only 6 years old.
6 years old. Like that is just awful, 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 awful.
Iceberg right now, the tip of the iceberg that will continue to have more information.
Cape Breton Barbarian, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, brother, welcome in.
Appreciate the updates.
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Thanks, Mike.
No problem.
We're just here bringing you guys a live breaking news coverage. And that's right from Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, Canada, you guys. Bringing you guys a live news coverage as it happens.
A superintendent was arrested by ICE. They said this superintendent should
The
not
superintendent
have been
arrested by ICE.
Superintendent, he shouldn't have been in the country. Well, a big development happened today. We'll tell you all about it coming up next on Live Now.
Like that is like, I don't even know. Crazy. Yeah, quick commercial break. We got to stay on top of this though, guys, because like I want to cover this. If the government does shut down, this will be the first time in my lifetime that I even remember a government shutdown happening like this, right? I don't remember in my lifetime. I don't remember it at all. I can't. Honestly, I can't say I do. I can't say I remember it ever happening. But like, again, you guys, I said I just started following politics and stuff the last little bit. So I'm learning here with you guys as well. You know what I mean? I'm learning day by day really what's going on in the States right now. Canada is no better. We have a big problem here in Canada. And you guys already know. You guys already know how it is. There's no God. If you think so, then why didn't he stop this? I forgot God works in mysterious ways. Shut it down for next 4 years. Yeah, shut it down for next 4 years. God works in mysterious ways, as they say. You know, like they say, God gave us free will, right? And that free will, I guess, is how all this bad stuff happens. I don't know. Again, that's just the way I think. That's my random thought. That's my random thought for right now. That's about all I can say. Captain Jones, welcome in, welcome in. The Plain Farmer Games, welcome in, welcome in. SpongeBob, baby, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're just we're bringing you guys some live breaking news coverage as it's happening right now. I'm actually on new software now. I'm using OBS Studio. To bring you guys the live vertical feed. I'm bringing you guys live news to the vertical feed, guys. Live news to the vertical feed.
Live now from Fox. We appreciate everyone continuing to join us with the big story coming out of Des Moines, Iowa. We've been following the story for you since last Friday. The superintendent of the Des Moines School District was arrested by ICE, and now we are learning new developments today. Because he had
this guy here was arrested.
Dr. Ian Roberts stepping down one day after the school board put him on unpaid leave.
Why? Unpaid leave?
Immigration status
unpaid
right
leave.
Now.
So they'll put him on unpaid leave, but like a cop goes and beats the heck out of somebody and he gets paid leave. Anyway, my 2 cents. My 2 cents. I mean, you guys come here to get the random thoughts, right?
Coming just a day after the school board met.
And sorry, you guys, I got to keep checking my chat over here.
Of course, they've been watching and waiting to see what would happen in that resignation officially coming today and Roberts stepping down. And after that, some students from nearby high schools walked out in a defiance of ICE and deportation. In
Iowa
general. Some of the
school
students had signs
superintendent
like
resigns
education,
after ICE
not
arrest.
Deportation. Others yelling "Free Ian Roberts" specifically. Now, the Des Moines School Board gave Roberts until
You guys, I don't even know anymore.
he can legally work in the U.S. Instead, his attorney Alfredo Parrish announced
What? They
his
wanted to deport him? Is that what was going on?
wouldn't comment when
They wanted
asked
to
about
deport him?
Roberts' current immigration status or his social security card.
What?
Things I'm able to respond to, but quite frankly, I don't want to respond at this point. But as you may or may not know, certain people coming into this country.
Man without
are
Christ is a
entitled to
slave
get
to sin. Man is free to give themselves to Christ after his redeeming sacrifice. Amen, brother.
He went on to talk about Roberts' impact on the community and education here, saying that test scores have improved since he's been a superintendent. But
Well, that's
a
great.
recap,
That's great. That's really
Roberts
good.
was arrested by ICE agents on Friday. They say he's in the country illegally, has been for years. DHS
What?
said they found a loaded gun, knife, and $3,000 cash in the district-owned car he was driving at the time of the arrest. Now, board director
What's up with that?
for the schools here in Des Moines.
Maybe worried
called
for
a
his
special
safety. It's
meeting
crazy
last
over there, you
Jackie
guys.
Norris, the board chair, said this news has blindsided all of her staff, including that he had a gun.
How long has he been
in the
superintendent, though?
district-owned vehicle.
We were completely shocked about the gun.
I'm shocked.
And our board policy states that guns are not allowed on district property at district sanctioned events.
Doggy
And
McDoggy!
so
Yeah,
we
Doggy, what's
were
going on,
as
brother?
shocked
What's going on,
as
brother?
everybody
Welcome in,
else was
welcome in,
to
welcome
learn
in.
of that.
Then if you're leaving, have a good night, brother. Have a good night. What city? This is Iowa.
Superintendent have
Iowa.
filed a petition for a stay,
Iowa school
of his
superintendent
removal
resigns.
so they can fight this
Got
legal
arrested
case.
by ICE.
And in addition to that, now the DOJ has opened an investigation into Des Moines Public Schools for race-based
All these
employment
investigations
practices.
and all this crazy stuff going on lately, guys.
Certainly
Like,
a big story here, not only locally there.
it honestly, to me, seems like every single day that I log onto my computer or I go onto my phone and I scroll through social media, Reddit, Facebook, what have you, there's just crazy stuff happening all the time, daily. Even in my local area here, guys. Like, even in my local area, it's getting crazy too. So it's not just United States. It's literally, I think, worldwide. I think everything's just going crazy. I don't know.
How they're going to communicate
I don't
this
know.
to some of the kids there, what their priorities are. But they did say,
Much as
looking
it
back on
sucks,
the
we
hiring
broke the
process
law
for
upon
Roberts,
entering the
they believe
country
they did everything
illegally.
correctly, and in
It's
fact,
as
that
simple as
if they
that.
did
Should
it
have
again,
gone the
they would do
legal
it the
route,
same way,
not
that
cut
they
in
were
line.
surprised
Yeah,
by
you
the
know, I guess
process. Nothing came back
if you
on
think of it like
for,
that, if you
the
think of it like
background
that, you enter the country, you know you're entering the country illegally. I mean, this is where the whole debate comes in to say, like, nobody's illegal. But if that was the case, then everywhere would fill up. It just wouldn't work. We wouldn't have enough resources and everything for everybody. You know what I mean? David, 7th generation Iowan. I can't. You got me there. Same shit here in the UK. Yeah, school board didn't do due diligence before his hiring. And honestly, that would have to be the case. So I don't understand how a school board could hire somebody and not do a background check to find out if they were legally a citizen or not. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I know here in Canada, especially in Nova Scotia where I'm at here, if you go to work for a school board, they do a full background check on you, like a full complete criminal history check, everything. So right there it will come back if you were illegal or not. If you were, if you didn't come here legally, and if you didn't, So that could be, I don't know. I guess when you think of it like that, yeah, I'll be okay in Canada. Yeah, I'll be okay in Canada. We just have Mark Carney that doesn't even know who he is. You ever see some of his, I know I don't cover enough of the Canadian politics on here. We'll eventually get to that too, you guys, to Canadian politics. But honestly, you guys in the States where everything is, going, with all these protests and everything that's going on, and you got all the left side going after the right side, and the left and the right, they're just colliding now, right? So this is why I'm focusing my main attention to the news on the United States, just because it's it's entertaining for you guys as well, but you guys need to know. You got to be in the know. Everybody needs to know what's going on. And that's why I'm trying to bring you this in the vertical live streams here, guys. So anyway, let's see what they're saying here again.
Live now from Fox, I'm your host, Mike Page. Thanks again for joining us, where our big story continues right now in D.C.
Yep.
Live look at Capitol Hill.
Live look at D.C. there, guys. Look at this. We got 5 hours and 3 minutes.
Live look right there. We do have senators voting.
Then it might shut down.
This is on the GOP.
Britain, welcome in, Britain.
Passed out of the House.
Did you guys really ban firearms? So the firearms that were banned here in Canada, the firearms that they banned here in Canada, I'm not 100% on exactly what firearms were banned, but I know it's anything like assault-style rifles or large caliber rifles. I think even possibly the 30-08 and stuff like that are banned now. So they got this thing in Nova Scotia where if you have one of them weapons, they're basically leaving it up to you to sell the weapon back to the government for like a fraction of the price that you paid for it. So basically you're going to lose all the money that you paid for the weapon. But then if you keep the weapon and you don't turn it over and you get caught with it, then I mean you're in possession of a restricted firearm now, right? So then there's some really big fines for that, right? So yeah, there's some, unless it's like, you know what I mean, your basic hunting rifles and stuff like that, restricted weapons and stuff. It's in Canada here. Yeah, we don't have firearms here in Canada like everyone does in the States. You know what I mean? Right to bear arms and that. We don't have that. Okay, let's listen in here.
But unfortunately, we've seen little interest on the other side to sit down and talk about it and to reach a compromise. The Republicans control the White House. They control the Senate. They control the House of Representatives.
They control everything.
The best approach is don't negotiate with the Democrats. Give them a take it or leave it, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Despite knowing since March that government funding was going to run out tonight,
the government funding is running out tonight at 12.
Yesterday, to meet with Senator
Minority
Leader Chuck
what?
Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. What was
yes. I'm from Canada. I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada. Anybody that's wondering?
If a shutdown takes place.
Excuse me.
Think about it.
I'm just getting over a nasty cold that went around too. Nasty
to finally sit down and talk
sinus and throat and that. So if I sound a little funny, that's probably why. Or because I'm Canadian, eh? Eh?
Regular order. I agree. I'm on the appropriations committee.
This is not a laughing matter, though. I'm just. That's just the way I am, you guys. This is the way I am.
We want to pass government spending bills, but we refuse to rubber stamp President Trump's harmful cuts and reckless actions. Yet, instead of being here to do the work of funding our government, Republicans in the House are gone. They left Washington last week and don't plan to return till next week. That doesn't help at all. The House must stop playing political games and come to work so we can actually avoid this shutdown.
You know, just so I can be 100%, Stephen, just so I can be 100%, I'm going to do a quick little Google search here. They can buy it back at my price, yeah. And honestly, well, I can't, I'm live here as you guys, YouTube, live here on the YouTube, can't say too much about that stuff, you know what I mean? But if it were me, just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I can say about that there, guys. But I want to get you guys some information right quick on what weapons were banned.
In 2018 for 35 long days.
Or what guns, I should say.
The air traffic controllers to finally end that Trump shutdown. And our aviation system.
Yeah, so 5 days ago they updated their list of firearms.
Hiring and training programs for air traffic controllers at a time.
Let's see, right on the government website here.
Does it make you feel
it says.
more confident to take a flight and realize that air traffic
List of
controller
firearms for individuals. The following firearms are classified as prohibited under the criminal
testing and
code.
training of the air traffic controllers has been delayed because of a shutdown. So the
March
next time
2025,
you're
the
sitting
other
in the airport and you see your flight delayed, you can thank those who didn't want to sit down and talk before the shutdown faced us. Unfortunately, the Trump administration is preparing to weaponize the shutdown and continue their attacks on the federal workforce.
Yeah, see it. Look what it says here.
any
Look what
rhyme
it
or
says here,
reason.
you guys. I'm just going to read you this
chopping
right
off
quick. It says, participating in the program is voluntary. However, individual firearm owners must dispose of or permanently deactivate their assault-style firearms by the end of the amnesty period, or risk criminal liability for the illegal possession of a prohibited firearm. So there you go. And I know it goes by, oh, look, the buyback. Look, firearms. I don't know what model these are, but let's just say, maybe you guys will know in the chat. I don't really know, but it says here, so say a Mossberg 702 Plinkster Tactical 22. $190. They'll buy it back. $190. See right there? That's like what? Now, some of them are a little more. 250, 270, 270, 300. 40 millimeter launcher. Well, I would certainly hope you don't have a 40 millimeter launcher. Yeah, so like I said before, guys, it applies to assault style weapons. But as we know, there was a lot of, what are they? I guess technically it would be a pistol, but they put a bunch of attachments on it, and then it almost looks like a little SMG. That's a 22 a pea shooter. I know, right? A 22. That is, right? Yeah, a Mossberg 702 Plinkster Tactical 22. Individual amount, $190 is the buyback for that. So, that's crazy. You can have launchers in America. What? You can have a launcher in America? You guys, what? Imagine going to the range and just sending one. Yeah, you guys know. I see all your guys' vlogs online and stuff. I see it. It's awesome, you guys.
They are literally the
I was in the military for
if these hospitals start to close,
7 years when I was younger, so
presents a hardship when it comes
I
to
enjoyed
medical care.
going to the range.
It hurts the economy of the region. Imagine trying to keep or attract a company to bring their business to your town when you just lost your hospital.
Ask yourself why
This cut back
politicians,
to
they
the
don't
big,
care
beautiful
about the
budget
lives
bill
of the
administration
citizens. Really want to
paying
take the
into
guns away.
Medicaid
Yeah.
is exactly the wrong thing to do for my home state of Illinois and for most other states. We want to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Would there be money in the
We want
budget to
stop
feed children? I know, right?
cutback in healthcare quality and availability
I know.
across this country.
There should be no reason why there are starving children. There really shouldn't. If it's the richest country in the world, then
each month.
yeah, I know the homeless problem too, right?
We don't do anything.
Even like I said, here in Canada, we have a big problem with homeless too. Here in Canada, it's everywhere you go. Any city you go to, there's going to be a problem with homeless people. Because at the beginning of the day, it starts with a mental illness usually, and then that mental illness sometimes will cause the individual to abuse substances. That's substance abuse, and then and then it goes down the road, and then they end up homeless, and you guys know how it goes.
Government is not a good policy by and large, but neither is cutting health care for 25 million Americans.
Why are these times so sick? I know. I don't know. That's what I said. It seems like every single day that I wake up and I check my phone and check the news highlights of what, it's just always something crazy going on. It's like there's a shooting or an explosion, a fire, major accidents happening all over the place. Like, I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. It's beyond me at this point. And this is why I started doing these live streams. This is exactly why I started doing these live streams. I'm trying to bring you guys awareness. I'm trying to bring you guys educational information to the vertical live stream as well, guys. Not just through the vlogs and stuff like that. I find doing it this way, a lot more people get in here in the chat. A lot more people will, you know what I mean, will give their opinion on everything. I'm learning as well. So
Speaking in for the healthcare saving right now.
the healthcare, I know the healthcare is a big problem everywhere. The healthcare is a big problem everywhere.
Say that healthcare
Honestly, you guys, like, I couldn't even imagine going to the hospital and say I broke my hand or something, and then it's like, oh, $10,000, or yeah, to figure it out, right?
With several autoimmune diseases, I too rely on SSI disability, Medicaid, and Medicare. I am also
Disability they're talking about now.
Caregiver of 3 differently abled geniuses that have diagnoses that range from autism to severe social and emotional learning disorders, because my youngest
I love how
child
people from
has
2,000 years ago have a monopoly on the word of God.
born with many developmental delays, and for the past 2
Starving
decades,
kids all over the
I've
world, they
dedicated my
want
life to
genocide.
raising them.
Just let them bill you. Is that what you do? There's probably a lot of people. A lot of people in debt, I would imagine, in the States over medical bills, right?
A healthcare hero
I seen Shameless.
in the United States of America.
Frank Gallagher had a big bill, didn't he?
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
This is not a laughing matter, though, guys. That's my personality. I don't know how to act in certain situations. And in the worst situations, sometimes I'll have opposite emotions almost. So don't mind me if I say or do something.
And prevent looming Affordable Health Care Act premium spikes and the expiration of said act at the end of 2020.
I mean, I feel for the nurses and stuff too, right? Like, they have a crazy job as well, you know. You think they get paid enough, but they don't.
The lifeline of Medicaid from 22 million Americans and possibly shutting down 465 rural hospitals.
What? You can't be shutting down hospitals. 465 hospitals shutting down?
Authorizations for our life-saving medications.
You can't shut down hospitals.
The urgency
What?
is now. Ending pro-billionaire agenda.
Dominic, welcome in, Dominic, welcome in.
A year in tax cuts. The urgency.
I'm just bringing you guys a little bit of a news update this evening. Hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. I'm sending positive vibes your way, guys. Positive vibes your way.
340 million will suffer at the
Right
hands
through the camera.
of Republicans in Congress.
4 hours, 51 minutes. We got to shut down. Government shutdown.
Dismantling our democracy.
You guys, I can't even.
Is for a caring economy.
You guys, I don't even.
Move its money.
I don't even know what to say.
Until
A government shutdown.
In a caring economy.
We can't have a government shutdown. You guys can't.
The power of the people is stronger than the people in power.
Lid 60. I had an MRI the other day. $4,000. That's ridiculous. Not Trump's fault. Overzealous Democrats. Shut them down. Social Security, etc. will not be affected. Social Security, is that like, that must be like welfare, is it? It's called welfare, I think. Or something here in Canada. I'm not 100% sure, guys, so, bear with me a little bit, Of
the Capitol, but we do want to take you now out to senators. Republicans are speaking to the media. Let's listen in.
For Social Security, is that like the old age?
All right, well.
Oh, here we go. What's going on here?
The Democrat caucus here in town, in the Senate, has chosen to shut down the government over a clean, nonpartisan funding bill.
Hear that?
That's right, a clean, nonpartisan funding bill. We didn't ask Democrats to swallow any new Republican policies. We didn't add partisan riders. We simply asked Democrats to extend existing funding levels to allow the Senate to continue the bipartisan appropriations work that we started.
Oh, welfare is state,
And
Social
Senate
Security
Democrats
is
said no.
federal. It's
Why?
retirement in America.
Because
Social
far-left
Security is
interest
split
groups
into 3 reasons.
and far-left
Old,
Democrat
unemployed,
members
and disabled.
wanted to
Okay,
show
okay,
down
yep. A little bit
with the
different here in
president.
Canada, the way they,
And so Senate Democrats
the way
are
they word it,
sacrificing
we'll say, the way they
American
word
people
it.
to Democrats'
That's all.
partisan interests. I hope it will be some comfort for Americans dealing with shuttered government services to know that MoveOn.org and other far-left organizations are happy with this vote. Democrats may have chosen to shut down the government tonight, but we can reopen it tomorrow. All it takes is a handful of Democrats to join Republicans to pass
Why am I doing this content if I am Canadian? Just because
nonpartisan funding
I find
bill.
it very interesting and I like to know what's going on around the world.
And
And I
really
want to
hope
get it
that some of them will
out to
join
more
us to
people
reopen the
and more
government,
people. There's so many
resume
people on my
bipartisan
channel that
appropriations
don't
work.
follow politics,
To
don't
get back
follow
to the
news or
business
anything, and they get it right here on the Random Thoughts Outdoors YouTube channel. So that's why,
And I
brother.
think
That's
that's
why.
evidenced by the American people would like to have us do. Great irony in this discussion.
Not
tonight
unemployed,
that,
just disabled and old. Okay,
the
yeah,
Democrat
like
leader
disability and all that.
was characterizing the New York
It's the
Times as a
Republicans that
biased
didn't
poll.
show up to where
But I think
it's
it's where
why
the
it's
majority
shutting
of the American
down.
people are.
We are
They don't want all the
screwed.
sideshows.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't
probably
want
not gonna be good.
hostage-taking. They want their elected
I always say this
representatives
though: you
to
think of the positive
get down and
things
do
in
the work
life
that they sent us
and
here to do. And part of that
try to
is
enjoy
getting
the
this
little things, guys, because you never
appropriations
know when
process
things
back
could
on
change
track.
just like that,
Something we
right?
should have done
You never
a
know.
long time ago.
Like things could just
So I'm
change.
gonna
Boom.
hand it over to the whip, Senator Barrasso, and then my other colleagues.
Well, the radical wing of the Democrat Party demanded that Chuck Schumer shut down the government, and he did that today. What that radical
crazy,
wing had
eh?
told him to do was work with them through his war room. He had a war room going for the
It's shut down
last
many times
8
before,
weeks
never
to
affected
orchestrate
much of
the
anything.
shutdown.
Yeah, we're
The
going to
cracks
see
in the
here too, and I'm
Democrats are
going to get
already
to see, like,
When we had a vote
I'll get to
on
see
our
myself
proposal
too,
to
kind of
keep the government open,
firsthand
the clean
as
CR,
to what's
right
involved in
before the
all
recess,
this.
We had one Democrat vote tonight. We had 3.
Thank you guys for the
And
likes, you
cracks are
guys. Thank you
beginning to
guys for the
show
likes. We
there
got 35 likes
bipartisan
today. Thank you
support
guys. Really
for
appreciate
keeping the
that.
government open in spite of the fact
Don't
that
forget
Chuck
to
Schumer
subscribe to the
is
channel if you
forcing
haven't
a government
already.
Shutdown, regardless of the cost, regardless of the consequences.
Double tap
to
that
the
screen too,
American
you guys.
people. This truly is a Democrat-owned, Chuck
Shut it down. This
Schumer-owned
administration doesn't need to get
shutdown.
paid. They can afford
There's no
not
negotiation.
maybe
It's a
no, that's
shakedown when
something.
he asked for $1 trillion for 4 weeks.
You're
It's absurd.
Canadian. What does it matter to you?
We're happy to see that the Democrats are already starting to
yeah,
break
because you
from him.
guys
We're
are
going to continue to offer a
our
clean
biggest neighbor,
CR
you
on the
know,
floor of
really,
the Senate
honestly.
to open the government for the next 7 weeks, which is what this calls for.
Senator Hogan.
So how is it
And
that
it'll all
Democrats
matter
can
to
pass
everybody in the
13
long run,
continuing
guys.
resolutions during the Biden
Honestly,
administration,
prices go
and
up
now
in the
they
States,
are all
prices will
voting
go
no?
up here in
Well,
Canada.
actually, we picked up
Stuff
3,
happens bad in the
but
States, stuff
Senator
happens
Schumer
bad here in
is having
Canada.
his
That's all.
caucus
We're
vote
the,
no
we're the same
on this
thing,
CR.
guys, almost. Come on now.
13
Lord
times,
Thundering, guys. Lord Thundering,
96%
guys.
of the Democrats, they're passing
Well,
CRs
people,
during
we're all
the Biden
humans.
administration, and now they can't vote for a clean CR? I mean, what's going on with that, right? And, you know,
Social Security is our government
Senator Schumer
retirement we
says,
pay
well,
into the
because
whole
there's no
time we're working
Democrat
through
priorities
our
in it. Well, there's no
lives.
Republican priorities
Okay, I
in
get
it.
it.
It's a clean CR.
I get it.
So, I mean, that's a false premise right off the jump. And I hope you're asking him, wait, how does that make any sense? Final point
Not
I make
only
is this.
retirement.
I'm on appropriations. Our leader, Leader Thune, is bringing.
When are
the
you guys going to be a
appropriations
state
bills
here
to
in
the floor.
America?
We've
Well, we're
passed 3 of
waiting.
them
We're
already
waiting. We're
with big
waiting.
bipartisan majorities.
Yes,
He's
that's
ready
right.
to
That's
bring
right.
more appropriation
Would I
bills
be
to the
sad?
floor. That's called regular order. That's how we're
Nope.
supposed to do things.
It wouldn't bother me,
around
guys. It
here.
wouldn't bother me, honestly.
So what do the Democrats have? What does Senator Schumer
Imagine.
have against regular order?
End of times.
Where all 100 senators are involved in passing appropriations bills, because that's what this clean CR sets up. Every single senator should be saying to Senator Schumer, "Hey, what's the deal? Let's get these
End of times as we know it.
appropriation
Well,
bills
we're
to
going
the
to
floor.
see, and
Let's
we're going to
have
cover it
regular order.
live right here on the
Let's
Random
pass
Thoughts
it.
Outdoors
Both
YouTube channel,
Republicans
guys.
and Democrats should be asking for that, because that's what serves the American people.
Senator Marino.
You know, as you
Yeah,
know,
save me
I'm
some
new
money
to this
going deer
place,
hunting up
you
there.
know, politics,
Yeah, that's
been
right.
here 8 months.
No
This is
border
no
to
way
cross,
run the
imagine.
federal government. I think it's grossly irresponsible.
And
for
your
Chuck
guys'
Schumer
money's
to
worth
say,
more,
"Hey,
so,
we're going to shut down the government
hey.
because we can't get our way. We
Works
can't
for me.
get
It
our
works for
way
me.
and allow Republicans to continue to negotiate on a bipartisan basis to actually fund the government the right way. And he's afraid. I think he's afraid that we would actually have passed 12 appropriations bills and gotten a budget.
Will
across the
Canada
finish
ever
line,
consider
and then had
adopting
to
New
admit
England?
that Republicans actually govern this
I don't
country.
know on that one.
So instead,
I
it
don't know
reminds me
on
of
that
my
one, you
4-year-old
guys.
granddaughter when she gets mad, when she kicks the sand and leaves the sandbox and they can't have their way. It's ridiculous. The good news is this is a bipartisan CR now. 3 Democrats have
Back,
voted
you guys.
with
I'm
us
back. Sorry about
in
that.
Complete unity. We need 5 more to wake up tomorrow morning and go, this is just stupid. Because I think most normal
I'm just trying to bring you
Americans
guys
will look and go, "Why are you putting the
educational
American
information
people?" 5 Democrats
to the
have
shorts,
the power tomorrow
vertical
to
live
reopen the
feed,
government.
guys.
And I
Honestly,
hope
that's what
they're
I'm trying to
listening,
do.
and I hope they have the
I
courage to actually
get
do it.
news
And I wanna
and
thank our
educational
leadership for doing a
information
great job
to people all
in
over the
making this
world
process,
that otherwise
get to
wouldn't
this
even see
point
any news.
of
They just happen to
complete
watch my
Republican
outdoor
unity for the most
content,
part,
and now
bringing 3 Democrats
they
along
see the
with
news
us.
on here. So that's why I continue to do this, guys. That's why I continue to do it.
With Senator Schumer now that this is shut down, or are you just going to put the bill on the floor and just make them vote it down time and time again? Will you meet with
Man, do you
Senator
F theaters? Yeah, that's
Leader
you know
Schumer
what? This is an open
wants to
space
now have
too.
a
It's freedom of
conversation.
speech too, you guys.
knows where I am,
Everybody's welcome
right
in
here.
here.
See him on the floor. I stand
You're not
6
going to
feet away
hurt
from
my
him.
feelings. Don't worry about that.
But we are going to give them.
I'm just
additional
honestly trying to
opportunities
bring you
vote
guys some live
on
news
this. I'm
coverage,
keeping it open.
and then put my spin on it. You know what I mean? And give you guys my opinion on it. Complete unbiased opinion too, guys. So. You know what I mean? Left side, right side, upside, down side. Doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter. Here, the Random Thoughts Filters YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining the live stream today. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys.
With the situation
We
that
will
they're
be
in.
back
And,
with you
what
guys
we're
in the morning. I'm going to
saying
end the
is
live
that
stream
we
here
need,
for
as I
today.
think was pointed out here,
I want to thank you guys
another
again for joining. I want to thank you guys for liking the video, subscribing, and everything. Awesome, you guys. Awesome. I'll be back in the morning with some more breaking news, and we'll cover this whole government shutdown. We'll see what happens overnight. We'll see what happens in the morning, you guys. What's happening with the shutdown, by the way? I don't know. It seems like it has something to do with the healthcare, and they just want the government shut down. So we're going to see in the morning. I'll bring you guys live coverage in the morning. So like I always say, subscribe to the channel, leave the notifications on because I go live randomly. There's no set schedule. And we will see you in the next one, brother. Peace. Now I just got to figure out through my OBS software how to end this live. All right, guys, take her easy.